in school, I didn't quite love school. I wasn't the best at any of the subjects. And this is kind of what inspired Arts for All. Unlike my sisters who were very good students, I would get, report cards saying like, oh, Lauren doesn't pay attention in class, or she has trouble focusing, or she seems to, be in her own world. And it was really because I couldn't stop moving. I had like one of those really energetic bodies where I was like always tapping or like trying to like get out of my seat. I remember when I was younger, I used to take a bite of food and like I had to stand up and like dance as I was chewing. And then I'd sit down, get another bite, get back up, dance.
Immediate calories and energy right there.
I had so much energy. My great grandma used to always say, full of energy. And that's kind of when I realized like my love for the arts was maybe even ingrained in who I was. Like it was a calling. So when I finally started to take the arts more seriously as a passion, as a study, that's when I feel like I really started to flourish and find myself and, recognize that I could be intelligent and I could contribute in the classroom. I just needed to understand the foundation of who I was first, and that all came from involvement in the arts.
Yeah, and you just had to focus on your strengths. I think that's one thing the school system doesn't do a good job at, is that they make you do things even though you're not good at it, or they force you to do things, and they think if you're bad at it, it's just because you're dumb. Instead of trying to just find different ways, because people learn differently. Like you're a kinesthetic learner. Some people like to read. Some people
visual, audio,
need a little bit more leadership. Some people are self learners. So it just depends, and it's about finding that environment that suits you. Because like I mentioned this before, diamonds don't shine underground in the dark, right?
Yeah.
So it's not until you put them in the right environment they sparkle.
Yeah. What would you consider yourself?
I think I'm more hands-on.
Hands-on,
I don't like reading and this. I mean, I listen, but I like.
Says I don't like reading.
I like doing things. I mean, I played sports all my life, so me learning was somebody showing me how to kick a ball, how to throw a football, how to make a tackle, how to catch a ball. So I like that stuff. And I went to Hawaiian immersion school where everything was hands-on, small classes. You're out learning things. And, there's a classroom portion of it, but also we have to hula and do chants and whatever. And I wasn't into that stuff.
Interesting.
But I wasn't interested in what they were teaching, but I was interested in the style of teaching. And for me, all I cared about was finishing school and then going to play sports, right?
There's always got to be a little incentive. And I don't think that's a bad thing, right? Like I couldn't be in shows if I didn't get a certain grade. Like that was my parents' rule. Like you can be out at night till 10 o'clock at the theater with a bunch of adults if you keep your grades up. So I think there is really, there's a strength in having incentive to do things.
Definitely. I got my PlayStation 2 when I was third grade because I got straight A's.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I had to save up half and then my parents would cover the other half or something like that.